You're watching Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerantz. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is Scott Michael Foster. You know Scott from the hit series on ABC Family called Greek. We'll talk about Greek and other stuff in a few moments. What I want to talk about you actually is a tragedy that hit your family. And it's with regard to one of your relatives. Her name was Sue Weaver. Tell us about Sue.
Yeah, Sue Weaver was one of the relatives in my family who tragically passed away about 8 years ago now. She had a simple service call to her house. Someone, she needed to come clean the air ducts, and person came to the job, and through however means necessary, he came back and 6 months later raped and brutally murdered her.
And that's what we want to talk about today, is the notion of service technicians entering a home.
That's right.
I mean, we got to think, and we want to think, that when someone makes a service call, that they're going to be, you know, a new friend. But the reality is, sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
And you are involved with an organization called CAUSE.
Right.
What does CAUSE stand for?
It's consumer awareness of unsafe service employees, and that's basically just making sure that you know, the employees that we have coming into our house to fix our dishwasher, clean our air ducts, you know, even if it's assembling a grill that you bought, you know, it's making sure that these people who are coming into our homes have background checks. And that was the case.
And that's what's amazing.
Yeah.
I had no idea, Scott, until I spoke with you,
Yeah.
that people who come into homes don't necessarily have to have criminal background checks.
That's right.
And the reason, I guess, is because many are not even employees of the company.
Not
Is that
direct
right?
employees. That's the thing. Some companies will hire subcontractors to do the assembly or repairs, and they don't have to see their you know, criminal record. Now, in this instance, it was a fairly big like a Sears or something. It was a fairly big store, so you thought that, you know, the people that were being sent to your home had background checks run, and that wasn't the case.
And CAUSE actually is now launching a program
Yeah.
where there's a certification,
Yeah.
so that you can ask the entity, whomever,
Yeah.
that is sending a technician whether they have the criminal background
If
check.
they're CAUSE certified.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
I want to really bring this down and get some tips for our audience, because that's really what this is about, is
Absolutely.
how you can keep yourself safe. We don't want to scare people,
No.
because, you know, all is good,
Yeah.
but let's get some tips. What's the first tip that you have learned and you want to pass off?
I would say don't be alone in your house if you're having someone come over and fix something. Never be alone.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Just never be home alone when anyone really is entering
Right.
your home.
Right.
Second tip, what about kids?
You know, a lot of times people think if they're there with their kids that they'll be safe, but I mean the fact is that your children are not protection in this circumstance, because, you know, you don't know who's coming in.
And sadly, children have been used as pawns
Exactly.
in these, you know, horrific incidents.
Yeah, it's awful.
Third tip, it's a fun one.
Yeah, bring someone for coffee.
It's that simple.
It's the very easy thing. If you have someone come over, you know, it doesn't matter who. Just have someone there that you can sit down and have a coffee with while they're doing service on whatever they need to do.
We know, Scott, the vast majority of people that enter homes are safe and they're new friends. But we got to be smart, and that's why it's great that you got involved in CAUSE.
Right.
Let's shift gears slightly.
Sure.
Boy, what a great series you're on. It's on ABC Family called Greek.
Yeah.
I was a member of a fraternity, so there you have it. Having fun. You're in your third season now?
Yeah, we're starting season 3 right now. So.
And who would have thunk? I mean, ABC Family the last 2 years really has come
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so you're having fun, most importantly.
Absolutely. You know, ABC Family is putting out some great programs.
Right.
We're proud to say that we're one of the first shows that they've
Sure.
really expanded with.
And next Saturday, Scott Michael Foster playing in a band right here in Los Angeles.
That's
Tell us
right.
about it.
We're playing at the Knitting Factory on June 20th, opening up for Loren LaRocca, and it's going to be exciting.
Scott, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank
bet.
you.
For Charters Local Edition, I'm Brad Pomerantz.